Chris, 3-3 coming into this one. How does it feel? Does this one feel like there's less pressure on you since you've already made it into the Super 6?
Obviously, we're delighted to have made it into the Super 6 in the fashion that we have. But obviously, with a point system and how that works, the Scotland game is a big game for us as well. It is for both teams, to be honest. So I'm expecting a tough game. Scotland have been playing some fine cricket, as we have. So it's going to be, all the, fireworks going into the last game for us.
Are you a bit worried looking at the type of scores that you've made to chase and the way that you've dismissed teams that going on into the Super 6 or into the Scotland game, you might face just a little bit much more stiffer challenge?
No, I expect to face a stiffer challenge, to be honest. But the important thing is that we're playing the method of cricket that we want to play, the style of cricket that we want to play. And it's growing. We are posting the big scores and we are bowling sides out, we're attacking with the ball. So that's something we have to practice and we have to make that a habit of scoring those big scores in the manner that we have been doing.
What has been your key to the success that you've had with Sri Lanka? They don't look under any sort of pressure. Even when wickets are falling like we saw in the first game, you guys seem always to rebuild yourself up and you post formidable scores. What's been the key to that?
I think it's having a clear game plan, a clear method of how we want to go about our business. And equally, it's just about staying calm. And actually, when things do go wrong, that's fine. Mistakes will happen. But it's having the ability to actually sit back and say, okay, what do we need to do now to rebuild and to get back into this game? And again, just having the game plan helps us do that.
Then looking at some key players that you've had in the squad that have come out as some of the key people that are doing well for you. We'll look at KARUNARATNE coming through after a 2-year break into ODI cricket. He's done well. HASARANGA, a wonder. He's got 2 fifers so far in the tournament. Saidira also coming through. How key are those individuals in your team?
Well, I think they've been, obviously the inclusion of Dimov has been key to giving us some sort of solidarity, some solidness at the top of the order. We wanted to do that. We want to build platforms for the middle to lower order to go from, and I think he's been able to help us do that. And we've seen his scores have been superb in the last few games. And you touched on Wanindu as well. We know Wanindu is a match winner, especially with ball in the hand, but he's dangerous with the bat as well. But I think what we've seen of him sort of recently in the last few games with the ball has been outstanding, and I think the wickets column show that.
Congratulations, Coach,
Thank you.
on the beautiful win. Now, looking at your lineup, is there going to be a bit of a change or a shuffle when it comes to your players, as in your batters, your bowlers, and also your fielders, also giving a chance to those that didn't have a feel of the tournament?
Yeah, it's difficult to change a winning side. That's one of the problems we have. And equally, with the points being carried forward against the people that obviously come through in a competition with you, it means that the Scotland game is a big game for us. So being able to carry the 2 points from that game forward with us is quite crucial as well. And I'm sure both sides will be thinking about that. So obviously, we haven't done selection yet, but we will be. We'll be talking about many things, but it'll be very difficult to, to make too many changes at the moment.
Okay. Would you say this game was more of a walk in the park for you, for the Irish, as in you facing the Irish, given the fact that they were not really doing very, very well in the past matches?
Sorry, can you say that
Would
again?
you say this match was a walk in the park for you, for the boys, I have to say, given the fact that Ireland was not performing very well in the past matches?
I wouldn't say it was a walk in the park at all, to be honest. They have some dangerous players in there, which we know if they get going can be hard work for us. We managed to contain them today, but it's like any side, when things aren't quite going well, they are dangerous as well, because if they come out fighting, it means they can put a performance in. So we had to make sure we were on top of our game today to make sure that obviously we didn't come unstuck against them, and thankfully we've done that.
Lastly, Coach, looking into the Super 6, which teams are you looking at facing with a little bit of a closer eye, the way that they've played in the group games that you'll be facing in the Super 6?
I've been watching all of them, to be honest. Zimbabwe are playing very good cricket at the moment. We saw that yesterday against the strong West Indian side. We know how dangerous the West Indian side can be. And obviously Scotland have been playing some very good cricket as well. So there's a lot of teams in there that actually can cause upsets. Not just the bigger teams that are in the competition, but the rest of them as well. So I think it will be a case of, as I've said many times before, is every team we have to treat with respect, and every team we have to prepare in the same way.
Thank you, Coach.
No problem. Thank you.